Hi guys, it's Chandra. From Chandra Law, the resale store of your dreams. You can find my store on eBay. Down below is a link if you want to see what I've got listed. So let's work on keeping me accountable. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do another haul of items that I probably shouldn't have bought that are sitting in inventory, not listed. Well, weren't listed until this video comes out. And we'll go through and I'll tell you what I got and why I got it. So the first thing I have, whoop whoop, is this little teddy bear. Okay, so this guy's from IKEA. I only know that because I have sold him multiple times. He does not have his little booty tag. He's just a cute little teddy bear. Little heart on his chest. If I can get stuffed animals for 99 cents or less, I'll buy them. And they usually sell, you know, eventually for, I don't know, he'll probably get $10 to $15. Not too bad of a return for a buck. Then I got this guy. Isn't he cute? Okay, so this floppy cat with little beanie feet. He's a calico. He's actually from Old Navy, right? See, whoop. I didn't think that Old Navy anything has much for value. I don't generally sell it, look for it, or source it. But I looked this guy up and it turns out that people like him and he's pretty valuable. He's adorable. Okay, so, you know, I paid like a buck for him. He needs a couple of little trims. He's got a couple of stray furs. I think he'll probably get around 25 or 30 bucks. Not too bad. Wow. This next thing I got, now into clothes, right? This is a vintage Talbot's dress. It is a petite, size 8. Talbot's, for me, I actually do okay with the petites in this particular brand. I can't say I would intentionally source petite items, but sometimes you find something and it's in a decent brand and a decent size. Now, vintage Talbot's usually sells pretty well for me. This in particular has that 90s Friends style floral. It's a black and white. It's got mother of pearl like buttons and it's just very, I don't know, kind of flowy. Even though it's a petite, it is not a full-length maxi dress. It is more of a midi dress, but it has a good floral print. This is the back. Would look really cute with like a denim jacket and a pair of Keds. That would totally be that Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox Friends vibe, right? Very cute, very trendy at the moment. Y2K is still going strong. If you guys sell clothing, you really want to make sure you're following trends, right? Not everything you sell has to be the trendiest, but you need to know at least what's happening in fashion, okay? If you're gonna be selling clothing, you wanna make sure that you are aware of what styles have changed and what is still popular. That doesn't mean you have to follow all the runway shows. That doesn't mean you have to love Dolce & Gabbana and all these other things, Versace, whatever. It's what's actually happening in the world of fashion now, and you can sort of keep an eye on that by going to the mall once a season, early in the season, and seeing what's selling, what's their newest fashions. You can also follow bloggers or Instagram posters about fashion. You can look up YouTube fashion channels and see what's really trending right now. Not everything has to be a trend and you don't have to know them all, but you kind of have to have an idea as to what's happening in the world of fashion to sell clothing. Being brand focused will only get you so far. Back to where we were. This is a Rag & Bone slim fit button front shirt. It is an extra large. Rag & Bone is a very good brand name for denim, for jeans. Men's clothing of this brand seems to do better than the women's. Men's clothing in general seems to sell better than women's, but it's not what it once was. Keep in mind that brands rise and fall, right? And this one's probably on its way down. This is the tag. That doesn't mean you can't still earn money off of it, and it doesn't mean it's not worth picking up. It means you need to pay attention to what you're getting and making sure that it would fall in line with the fashion of now. This shirt in particular is a classic black and white. Never goes out of season, always in style. On top of that, it's a gingham print, so a gingham plaid. What that means is this particular plaid sort of looks like a picnic blanket, and this plaid is a spring plaid. This can be for spring, summer, winter, fall, it doesn't matter, but right now, listing and selling this, it may have a better chance because this type of plaid is associated with spring and picnic blankets. So it's also a good size, being that it's an extra large, and it's a good brand. Again, starting to move down the ranks, but still a good brand. I know I've told you about my little secret before. I love to sell Salesforce items. So this is a company in the United States that has a very good standing with its employees, as well as like in the business realm, and people who work there love to rep the company. Okay, so this is a very nice soft shell jacket. It's gray in color. It has like an inner wrist covering, so like helps to prevent water from getting in. It's got pockets. It's a size medium. It is embroidered on the back. It's embroidered here on the chest. It's definitely a women's style. It's got like a string here or there, but it's really good in really good condition. And I expect that this will sell pretty quickly and pretty well for a decent amount of money. Again, don't go buying up all my Salesforce things, but if you're not in Indiana and you find it, game on. This next item is by a brand called Daily Practice. Now, I had not heard of this before, but I did look it up when I found them. I found these and they just felt really nice. They're a wide leg yoga pant. Whoop. Can't help but throw it around. A wide leg yoga pant in a chocolatey brown color. So when I looked it up, I found that I believe these were sold at Anthropologie. And this is a very popular brand and style of pant, like very popular. I was pretty shocked at the prices that were listed for used pants in the like $40 range or more. So these are a size large. They literally look like they've not been worn. They have sort of a ruched front here, and they're just really adorable. And I'm hoping I'll get a decent return. I know I don't tell you guys how much I spend on things, but just know that I typically aim for 3 to 5 times my money or better. I don't want to just double my money. It really, if you think about the time that you're investing, shopping, photographing, listing, packing, shipping, research, all of these things are taking your time. So you really want to make sure that you're getting the most bang out of your dollar. If I'm only getting double what I paid for something, I'm really not earning a profit when you consider the amount of time I'm putting in. I like to make sure that I'm getting 3 times my money or more. Now, it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes I get double my money, sometimes I break even. It really depends. But the goal, the thought that I keep in my mind is, am I going to be able to make 3 times this? Am I going to be able to sell this and earn enough profit that the time that I spent sourcing it, photographing it, steaming, I forgot about steaming it, or fixing any flaws in it or anything like that, am I going to get back enough that I have been paid for the time that I've spent? Again, everybody runs their business differently. This is the model that I choose. And we'll do a video later on that will describe how I run my business, what my policies are, sort of what I do and why I do it, and the logic behind it. You don't have to follow any of those things. You can follow all of those things. Your business is your choice. So we'll cover all that on a later video. let's get back to the fun stuff, right? The fun things. So this is made by Free People. It is an older Free People tag, and it's just an extra small, but it's this cool sort of 90s style vintage jacket, very Y2K with the fabric sweatshirt sleeves, and it's got an attached hood, which actually I think you could take off. Yeah, you can take the hood off if you want to. It's got some distressing, like back here on the shoulder and around the pocket areas and the collar. Just very cute, very stylish. Denim jackets really never go out of style. Actually, I have one listed now that's out of style, but the rest of them are pretty much always in style. You would know it if you go check out my store below, that eBay store below, that Chandra, the resale store of your dreams. You check that out, you'll see the hideous jean jacket that I bought. And I bought it, I don't know why I did. I bought it because it was vintage, and I looked at it and I thought somebody will love this. And the more I see it, the more I realize nobody loves it. I don't even love it. I don't know why I bought it. Sometimes things like that happen. Anyway, check out below, you'll see it. This item, now we're moving into spring, right? So everybody's thinking warm weather, but this is just a really good find. This is Maeve for Anthropologie. So it's sort of a newer Maeve tag. You should all know Anthropologie and the brands that they carry. Not every brand there is a winner on reselling, but a lot of them are okay. But this is just a thermal tie-dyed turtleneck. You can wear the turtleneck up like a funnel neck or fold it down. It's just kind of a basic, but an updated basic. The tie-dye really, I think, makes it just a decent, you know, should 25 bucks should be all right. This is another cycling brand. I know I've shown you one previously in another video. This is Pearl Izumi. This is what their logo looks like. There's the Pearl Izumi. This is a size medium. So this is not a top of the line cycling brand. It is a decent brand, but it's not top of the line. So don't expect to get hundreds of dollars out of this. That would be crazy. However, this is a nice soft shell jacket, perfect for spring. It's a bright pink. And if you didn't know, now you do. Barbie pink is still an in color for spring. It's sort of a neon, bright 80s Barbie pink. It's a full zip front. It does have a zippered pocket across the back. It's got some reflective logos. So a pretty nice jacket overall, just in general, but for a cyclist, this could be something that they would need for spring, get them through the cool nights. Okay, I bought this next one partly because I just like it, and partly because I thought it might be valuable. It might get 20 bucks, it might not sell, but I just like it. It is by Divided. Oof, I don't know if you can see that. Divided is an Urban Outfitters H&M kind of brand. It's not a high seller, not expensive. It's also with Cartoon Network. I don't know if you can see that there. It is a women's large, which I thought would help. It's pink, and it's got a Rick and Morty logo across the chest. If you haven't watched the show, my boys are 23 and 19, and they were obsessed with Rick and Morty. It is crazy. So I got this kind of thinking about them, kind of thinking, hey, that's pretty cute. And also thinking like, hey, they might not be the only geeks on the planet who would love this. So if it doesn't sell, I will give it to one of my boys and they'll be more than happy to wear it. Yes, they are manly enough to wear pink. No, we don't care. I thought it was adorable. I thought somebody will love it. Couldn't let it go to a landfill. So this is one of those brands that you're going to hear a lot of resellers talk about. I'm going to have sort of a video in a while that's going to talk about sort of the downfalls of following other people on social media and what you need to know and what you need to do for yourself. This brand is Bryn Walker, and it is a log and look style of clothing. Log and look in particular is like that art teacher, artsy, loose fitting, comfortable, relaxed style, but still put together. This is a basic black top with a asymmetrical sort of shark bite waterfall hemline. It is a size small, and obviously it's oversized for the style. Now, Bryn Walker does sell pretty quickly and pretty well, and some pieces can get a decent amount of money, but it's one of those things that gets talked about a lot. Some people have a lot of luck selling it, some people don't. Most people are getting an average price of $30 an item. You might get the, you know, the outlier, the more unique piece, this, that, or the other, that's $50, $70, $100. But I don't want you to go out there seeing that brand and thinking, oh, I've hit gold, because you haven't, depending on what it is. My suggestion, as always, is that you do your own research. You know what works for you. You sell what works for you. And give it a try. If it's within your budget to, hey, if I make or break, if I lose this $5, is that going to kill me? No. Then go ahead and buy it. But if that $5 is your last $5 and there's a Bryn Walker shirt, I don't know. You would have to research it and figure it out if that works for you. Just my tips, my suggestion. Next thing, so remember how I told you a few videos back that my best friend and I were shopping? This was that same day when we were shopping together, and she found this. Okay, this is just an awesome vintage sweater. I haven't really had any vintage, I don't think, in this video, so this is going to make me very excited about our day. The brand is Panther. I don't know if you can see that. It is a size medium, made in the USA, and it is, I'm pretty sure it's polyester usually. Acrylic and lurex. Pretty sure, I don't know what that word is. Anyway, knit sweater with a freaking anchor embroidered on it in silver trim. Okay, Buffy, let's get some wide leg linen pants and a cami underneath, and let's put on one of those sailor hats and let's hit the sailboat. This, I just love it. I honestly do. I think this is so freaking cute. Very nautical themed. That's going to definitely be in my title, nautical, but just so cute. What a great vintage sweater. And it's soft. Like, I know everybody loves wool. Everybody loves, you know, all of these other fabrics, linen, etc. But an acrylic sweater is actually really soft. I know it might melt to you in the heat, but I like an acrylic sweater because they're soft. Last piece. This one's an odd one for me. I wouldn't typically pick these up. So first off, they're white jeans. I don't know if you know, but if you're in a thrift store and you see something white, you can almost bet it's stained. You can pretty much promise there is a stain on it, whether it's at the bins, in a thrift store, even at a yard sale. You're going to take it out of that sunlight, put it in front of your lights, and it's going to be stained. Pretty much guarantee it. So I bought these knowing that there's probably a stain on it somewhere I haven't seen, but they looked pretty good. So I won't know until I get it in front of the lights. Hopefully they're not stained because they looked really nice. These are by Adriana Goldschmied. This is another one of those brands that used to be really expensive, but they're on the outs. You can still sell it, but you're not going to get $60, $70 a pair most likely unless you've got the most latest, greatest style, okay? Which, not that these are going to sell for that much, but this is a pretty popular, relatively recent style. They're also a good size. These are a size 32. They have a high rise, which means the measurement from crotch to waist is a high rise. So anything over 10 inches is a high rise. And they are a wide leg, white denim jean. To do the inseam measurement, but I'm pretty sure they're also cropped, which is perfect for spring. So you want to see what I mean when I say that nautical style. You put this sweater with these white wide leg jeans, unbutton it. Oh, actually, shoot, you could even button it all the way up. Put a white cami on underneath, and that is a look. that is your nautical style. Put a red cami on underneath. That's even more nautical. The red, white, and blue together, very stylish. And I forgot to say when we were talking about this sweater, that silver and gold are very in for spring this year. So put this together, put on a pair of silver sandals, a red cami underneath, you have the look. Like, that is nautical updated to 2023 with vintage pieces. That is a style you want. This could be stunning together. I'm just saying, you do with it what you want. All right, guys, those are the things that I'm gonna get up this week. They will be posted by the time this video is up and running. Send me a message below or email me. My email should be linked. And, you know, let me know that you want one of the things that I've talked about, and maybe I haven't gotten to it, or maybe I decided there was something wrong with it and I didn't want to sell it, because sometimes that does happen. Like, share, subscribe, do all of those things. Talk to me down below. Tell me what item you think was the best. What do you think? Like, would you style the things the way that I would suggest? What would you do with them? Tell me what you think. All right, guys. Bye.